MOMO'S is a bustling, vibrant cafe in the heart of the St Helens community. Each and every Monday, the owner, Claire Rigby, closes the doors to the public and opens up to the Monday groups for a cup of tea and a bit of therapy. Here are their stories.
Right, my name's Adele. I work for CDP, and we come here on a Monday and we bring a group of 4 clients. So we've got Jeff, Jill, Jack and Johnny, and we do some cooking and we learn the basic layout of a cafe.
My name is Johnny and I'm 17 years old, and I've been starting my job at MOMO'S since March. Being part of it is really great because it's still helping me have experience before I'm going to start an internship at Manchester Airport. I'm learning new skills so that I can earn myself a living if I need to. I've been baking a Victoria sandwich sponge cake and strawberry cake, and the Victoria sponge didn't turn out okay, but the chocolate cake did turn out just fine. I had a family who went to MOMO'S last week on Thursday. There was my mum and my sister who had a cup of tea and breakfast during lunchtime, and I forgot about how to do the list on a sticky note, so I might have dreamed in a world of my own when I was trying to do too many things at once. I have a few problems, like that I'm worried about the people who might bully and take advantage of me when I'm starting my induction day at college, even though when they're trying to make a fool of me, it was just not on for me.
I remember I used to start way back and also I lost count because how many times I keep going. I'm in a rock band called the Vampire Hawks. And also I've been up to Graceland. Me and my friend Paul are big fan of Elvis. It was absolutely brilliant. We went to Nashville, the home of country music. Our very first drama show we did was Grease. I guess because I would play the part of Danny Zuko. Another guy who played by John Travolta. That was me. I wasn't here last week.
I know what happened last week. I think it was spooked.
Well, I was up at Reeves Court.
Was it Reeves Court? Did you do?
Filming.
Did you do?
It was a chaotic.
What did you do?
I was like a nervous wreck.
Did you?
Yeah, we were filming it. I was like, God.
Did it go well?
I forgot my lines. And put the mixture in the. It was the macaroni cheese. It was. We cut the pasta. We couldn't run out of it. We cut the pasta, added the cheese sauce while we waited for the pasta to come back. And the cake I did was the red ones. I've been working here since God knows when. I used to work here every Monday. We start at 10, we finish at 2. Been working here so hard this morning because I was not ready to fall asleep. Because me and Claire were at teamwork. Yeah, because, well, Claire came up to me. Anyway, I didn't go up to her.
I think we've got now 5 children. Ethan has his Down syndrome. and there's Keegan, the artist, he's a 14-year-old.
Coming somewhere like MOMO'S really helps because we're all in it together, you know, and it's just nice to talk to others that are going through similar situations as yourself. I think when they get to the age of 19,
That's when there's less.
yeah, because even the charity that we've gone to now, because the children are getting older now, you know, they are finding it difficult to find places for these kids to go to where they can interact and enjoy, because like a lot of the places, there's still a lot of people that don't understand disabled children and the issues that we have, that they don't get as sort of abuse, that the carers are really good with them. Do you know what though, these kids of ours, you know, I think they've made us, to be honest, because all our friends have all got children with disabilities and they're so nice and very supportive.
My name's Christine. Melissa. I'm 24 and I have autism. You go and cups of coffee every day.
Yeah, because I struggle. I've got fibromyalgia, you see, and osteoarthritis and other health issues, so she helps me.
I'm not like the carer.
You go into someone, you say, Melissa might be a bit, you know, because she's got autism and she doesn't give you eye contact and she doesn't, you know what I mean, and you're telling them all before, so you're telling them the story before they even met her, you know what I mean. Why do we have to struggle to get these kids diagnosed?
How did this group start, Dave? You've been here since the beginning?
Right, me and my wife walked in and it was very, it started very quiet. Right, it was just about, you know, to get the people to know about what autism was about. The good thing about it is it spread the word. A lot of friendly people came into the cafe and started to meet Claire and the rest of the group.
Like, I mean, I've literally only just received my diagnosis 2 months ago or whatever, because it presents a lot differently in so many different people. But the process for it only started when I was maybe 16, when my school kind of gave a package over to my parents and suggested we look into it. It was difficult because I couldn't interact with people my own age properly, and gosh, there was just so much anxiety and stress surrounding it because I just couldn't understand what was wrong, why was it so difficult for me? Like, everybody else seemed to be doing fine and I couldn't even understand an idiom or something as ridiculously simple as that.
A lot of people with autism, they struggle to interact with others.
I think as well is the case
of
people in the outside world struggle to interact with people with autism.
I'm 45 now and I got diagnosed at 38, and people say to me, how do you cope with it? I don't cope any different.
There's vaccine that they like a flu jab that they thought it created autism.
That was, sorry, I know the paper you're on about, it was completely, loads of the scientists have just completely withdrawn the names from it.
I mean, I went to the party at TLC because it was 10 years since the hairdressers opened. I didn't know a soul, and I felt so self-conscious in there. So they said to me, Lee, just have a couple of champagnes and you'll be fine, you know, you'll just blow in. So I had 13 glasses of it.
Gee whiz. And you poison yourself?
It was great. I don't have autism. I don't. My family, after my mother died 22 years ago of a brain aneurysm, she was 42, instead of people being close together, we all just dispersed. And my brothers, because they were like two peas in a pod, stuck together, but I was sort of cast aside. I was never invited to their house for Christmas, so I'd spend it on my own. And let's just be honest, living in St Helens is a bit of an acquired taste.
Not only are you alienating other people from Runcorn, now you're alienating everybody from people of St Helens.
Going back to what Dave said about the person, questioning the person, it's the outside that needs to understand. I seen a documentary not so long ago about more so America, and in America they're trying to create a drug now where they're trying to eliminate autism, which they think can cure it. Autism is a condition, it's not a disease.
Well done, Joe. Pleasure to
See you next week. I just like to thank Claire for opening the shop, and I just hope it lasts, to be honest.
I take my hat off to Momo's in a great big way, and that's,
Yeah, let's
that's
clap
what
to
I
that.
say.
Claire's always the most chatty lady about when she gives me the instructions carefully.
And I love it, coming here and doing stuff. And when I go home at night, I sit down and I have my cake and me.
She's brilliant, Claire. She involves all the community. It's a nice environment, it's a safe environment, and they enjoy each other's company. Yeah.
Done. Well done.